Welcome to the Snake Pit.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining me back to the channel. Thanks for just coming and hanging out. I really wasn't going to do one of these vids. Then I watched one from Drive Shaft Drew, and go check out his channel. Really cool guy up in Canada. And and by this vid I mean all the toilet paper is gone crisis type of vid, the pandemic, the coronavirus vid. Apparently, same thing's going on up in Canada. He just did a vid where he's showing like all the shelves wiped out, food is being wiped out, that type of thing, no toilet paper. And I really wasn't taking this real serious at first. And the state I'm in, Wyoming, governor has declared a state of emergency. We have cases here. We haven't had any deaths or anything like that. There is one confirmed death down in Colorado, but whatever. I'm not a professional on that, but of course one day I'll get back to the motherland, Texas. But Wyoming, I do like this state. You can't beat the constitutional carry laws. Love it. Love it. I'll leave it at that. Now, I got real lucky, or at least we did for now, because before all this craziness, before this TP crisis even happened, we actually had bought, because we buy in bulk. We have a large family here. Shop at Sam's Club. We don't have a Costco here. Closest Costco's down, I think, around 45 miles, maybe 50, down there around Fort Collins, just south of Fort Collins, in Colorado. But anyway, Sam's Club, right? And we'll buy like just the bulk stuff. Last time apparently we bought Palm. We kind of switched back and forth between Members Mark and Palm, whatever's on sale. I think there was a coupon for this at the time. There was I think there's like 45 rolls of this in a box or something like that. And it was like, I want to say with the coupon it was like $39, $40. I could be wrong. Don't hold me that. I don't have the receipt because I wasn't thinking about it, but that's why we bought it. We kind of stock up when they do the coupons with toilet paper. We'll buy the box or whatever. I digress. Luckily, got that right. Of course, the supply we have is dwindling. Anyway, sometimes on a Friday I'll hit up the Sam's Club or hit up the grocery store if I need something. We need something for the weekend, whatever, that type of thing. Or we'll hit it early on the Sam's Club on Saturday morning. I went ahead and went by there after work today. And by today I mean Friday the 13th. So got off work 1700 hours Mountain Central Time. I stayed a little bit late. It was a little bit after that, but officially 1700. And told my wife, hey, I'm going to run down to Sam's Club. Do we need anything? I'm going to grab a little bit of supplies here. And of course she needed like bread. She said, get some bread. I think flour. What else? There was a few other things that they just didn't have when I got there. And of course I went and checked the toilet paper supply. None. Shelves wiped out. I wasn't really shocked, but I kind of was. I was like, really? That's going on here as well? I really haven't. I think we've only had like 2 or 3 confirmed cases. Well, maybe up to 5 now. So, governor declared that state of emergency so we can get that federal money, right? But I'm sure it's just going to spread. Everyone's talking about it. At work, I had to go to the main facility, get screened, get a little sticker on my badge, lanyard, because they were sticking on a badge, and whatever. Then I could go out to my office, which is in an outbuilding. Come on, what was the point of that? Anyway, so it's like affecting everything. Schools are talking about shutting down potentially. Right now they're going to be open. The universities here, they're extended. They're going to, when spring break hits, they're going to extend it like another week, and then they're going to switch to all online. Whatever, I mean, this is happening. This is really affecting us. Whether or not the actual death rate compared to the flu is the same, I have read that this coronavirus, this COVID-19 strand, the difference in this and like the flu, and I'm no doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn once. It spreads really easily airborne, and so it affects your respiratory system more than the flu. So, you know, all the hand washing and crap, yeah, that's good. It's, you know, it's always good to have clean hands, not touching your face, whatever. But this thing is an airborne item. So one person does a little cough, and you're, you know, 3 to 6 feet from them, you're going to get it, even if you wash your hands. So it spreads easier than the flu strand. That's the thing. It's going to spread pretty quick. Whatever the death toll may be, I don't know. Alright, so while I'm at Sam's Club, I'm like, alright, you know, I was going to get some coffee, things like that. Of course, they don't have my preferred brand of coffee there, which is the 8 o'clock coffee. I actually have to go to Walmart. I know, Sam's Club, Walmart, owned by the same company, right, or whatever. But I like 8 o'clock coffee. I like the whole bean, grind it myself, and I'll do some few other, you know, I like to switch it up a little bit. At Sam's Club they have Boyer's coffee, which I don't have sitting here, but I'll get the whole bean of that. It's just a little more expensive, but you know, you grind it up in the mill grinder, and it's good. There's nothing like a fresh ground coffee, as long as it's not like overcooked or something crazy like that when they roasted it. But if I'm going to stock up on coffee, or if I'm just out of money, this Members Mark coffee right here, like $8. You know, I think it was like $8.60 or something like that. It probably varies by, you know, state, but it's pre-ground. It's decent coffee. I love coffee. So I went ahead and grabbed 2 of these. I'm thinking coffee might be the next crazy scare, because while there was about a half a pallet, so it was down from what I'm used to seeing of this stuff. And the Boyer's coffee, I went ahead and grabbed a little bag of that. That stuff was pretty well picked through. There wasn't a lot left. So I'm thinking maybe coffee might be the next great scare. Once people have enough toilet paper, they're going to go after your coffee. And you know what? Maybe I should have bought 2 more of these. But I was looking at this, and I was talking about preps. This coffee here says, best if used by 4 June of 2021. Of course, keep it in a, somewhere in here it says keep it in a nice cool place, with sealed with the actual seal on it, so you know, don't pop that. Vacuum sealed. And this is a metal. What I like about this, it's actually old school metal tin here, or whatever it's made out of. So I actually use these for other items, as long as my wife doesn't throw it away, because she says I'm a hoarder. But you know, $8.50, give or take 50 cents, depending on where you're at. I think that's pretty good. Grab 2 of those, and yeah, it's decent coffee. So I'm thinking maybe that's it. Maybe that's the next one. Get your coffee. And this may look like I'm an alcoholic, but my local Sam's Club, I think maybe a year ago, actually got a liquor license. So where I'm at, you have to buy your beer or liquor at an actual liquor store. They don't sell it in the grocery store or at Walmart or something like that. But Sam's Club, and it was kind of a battle for them. There was a local liquor store that closed down, and they were trying to sell their license to Sam's Club. That needed like the approval of the city council, all that bull crap. It finally went through, so they have a small section. Went ahead and yeah, that's empty, but because it's all in my beer fridge now. Went ahead and picked a 30-pack up of Bush. Yeah, it's been a while since I had that. I was watching that E-Bomi beer and bullets vid from years ago. Yeah, those are really good. Really good. It's fun watching those old school videos back when he liked Bush beer. But, and then of course, Bill Gowdy. Shout out to Bill Gowdy. Got to get your priorities right. Anyway, I was like, I'm just going to grab that while I'm here. And Members Mark, blended Scotch whiskey. This stuff is like the, I don't even know, it might actually be Johnny Walker Red label because it's right next to it. The bottles are very similar. I've taste tested both of them. They're very similar to each other. I couldn't tell the difference really. So a little bit cheaper on the Members Mark stuff. Although it was, I think it was 18 bucks. And the Johnny Walker Red, I'd be lying if I remember how much it was, but it was more than the Members Mark. So I grabbed that. Grabbed some Black Velvet whiskey. Not my first choice, but my mother-in-law likes it. It's Canadian, so shout out to Drive Shaft Drew. He did his video up there. All the stores wiped out up there in Canada, just like here. No toilet paper, no food, all that stuff. But, you know, how much was that? I got the receipt. Pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. 13 bucks. So, I'll stockpile that in the back. That way I don't run out of Scotch or whiskey type of thing. Yeah, I know that's probably not a stockpile for some of you. No toilet paper, but we had some. Furnace is kicking on, which is nice. It's freezing here. We got a little rain, snow, freezing rain type of situation going on here. Yeah. Are your shelves wiped out? What else did I get? Oh, I was able to get like 2 cartons of eggs. They were almost all gone. I think there was like around 10 or 11 of them. I grabbed 2 cartons of eggs. I mean, just the freezers are wiped out. There was no chicken. That was all gone. Wound up getting some salmon. And even the seafood was starting to, you know, it's crazy when in Wyoming when the seafood section is starting to dwindle down. So, you know, first it's, you know, the chicken's gone, the beef was almost all gone, and, you know, what are we left with? Seafood, which most people in Wyoming don't know what to do with. So I grabbed a little bit of that, a little bit of fish. We already had some beef and such in the in the freezer. Yeah, I mean, what's going on in your area? I'm sure it's probably the same. Are the shelves going to replenish? Are the same people, I think this is what's going to happen. Shelves will replenish mostly. Maybe with toilet paper. But as it comes in, the same dang people that are stockpiling this stuff are going to go buy it. They're going to go hoard it up again. And, you know, that's the way it's going to be for a while. Alternate methods of wiping your butt. The 3 seashells, always an option if you know how to use them. If you have tree leaves, newspaper, of course, you know, towels, cut up t-shirts. You can either wash that crap, it's kind of nasty, or throw it out, or just go straight from the pot to the shower, rinse your butt out. I mean, it's, you know, whatever. There's ways to get clean. May not be your favorite method. There are ways. No TP and no wet wipes at my Sam's Club. Even the diapers. This was a little bit scary for those of you who have babies. Of course, there are alternate methods of that. Go back to the old school diapers where you gotta wash them. Not fun. I did try that with one of our kids. Yeah, that's not fun. We went right back to the disposables. Even the diapers are starting to get wiped out. People are panicking. But I'm pushing my cart by that, and there's a couple there, and they had already went by. They'd kind of passed, and then I came back around, and they were on the aisle where the diapers were, and they were pretty picked clean, but there's a few there, some Pampers and such. And as I'm going by, literally, the woman was like, "Well, I guess these Pampers are always an option." I'm just like, the guy's like, "Yeah." They were seriously contemplating it. They were older than me, but I mean, it's come down to that. Come on, this is crazy. This is crazy. Now I am glad, as far as food goes, that I have the Patriot Supply stuff, and so I've got prepped up there. Just need water. Add that to it. You know, lucky. I'm very fortunate that we had our pantries pretty much stocked. Most of our freezer was stocked. Our fridge was stocked. But how long is this going to last? Am I going to have to dip into that long-term food storage? Who knows? Who knows? But, you know, I'm not going to, I can't really predict it, but who knows? Maybe in a month and a half, my family's dipping into my long-term food storage, and who knows? Maybe we're going up to the mountain, trying to do a little hunting just to feed ourselves. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that, but I mean, people that don't have toilet paper versus people that do have all the toilet paper. Boom.